Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Savage Hawkman, issue number 2. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, issue number 1 of Savage Hawkman kind of left me wanting more, because it didn't exactly do what I wanted it to do. Confused? Allow me to explain. With this relaunch, I thought it was going to be a perfect opportunity for DC to reestablish and retell Hawkman's origins, because Hawkman's origins is a complete, absolute mess. Now, to some Hawkman fans like myself, we've gotten used to it, so we kind of understand what his origin is. There's two Hawkmans, he dies, he gets reincarnated, now he has the body of the second Hawkman. And if you're getting confused right now from just hearing me talk about it, then just imagine what it is like if you actually had to go and experience it. Hawkman's overall character is a complete mess, and I thought DC was going to clean it up, but it looks as though they didn't. In addition to that, we went into issue number 1 not really knowing what to think. It seems as though it's a continuation of what happened to Hawkman after Brightest Day, but other than speculation, we really don't get any indication of whether or not that's true. So I was kind of upset exactly how Savage Hawkman, issue number 1 came out. And I'm hoping issue number 2 is better. But will it? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. So let's jump into issue number 2 of the Savage Hawkman. Issue number 2 picks up with the Morpheus Cuss, the big alien thing that is copying Hawkman, basically attacking him, sucking out his energy, not only from him, but also from the nth metal that is attached and presumably in Hawkman now, because now Hawkman's able to summon his armor at any time and any place. Anyways, this creature is sucking out the life force, and the two of them get into an epic climactic fight. The fight breaks up, and Hawkman has to, he goes to the hospital, and eventually he reconsolidates with his fellow workers, while the alien thing goes to deal with another alien. Confused? Don't really, because it's not really as confusing as I'm making it sound. Hawkman is trying to find out more information about this alien that is absorbing him, Morpheus Cuss. And this alien is making a deal with another alien who apparently has the power to manipulate and control him. Who will come out on top? Hawkman or evil version of Hawkman, Morpheus Cuss? Or as people like to call him, Venom number 2, because apparently he's a ripoff of Venom. Who cares? Let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, the story is progressing actually pretty nicely. It's interesting. Who is this alien? What is he doing here? How is he able to survive? What is the full extent of Hawkman's powers at this point? What is Carter Hall going to do about things? The story is actually progressing nicely. It's a good concept for the story. And Carter Hall is actually being portrayed pretty nicely. It's kind of easy to overlook that with some of the faults in this book, but Carter Hall is actually being portrayed pretty nicely. The action is okay for what it is. I think the art really dampens the action. It would probably be better if it had different artists, but the action is okay for what it is. Bad. Nothing against the artist, because the art's not necessarily bad, but it's just not the art I would choose for Hawkman. This is the art I would choose for one of the books that fall in the dark category for DC Comics, or On the Edge, one of the two. It's not something that should be for a Justice League-based comic with Hawkman. It just doesn't work well with what the comic is supposed to be portraying. And it dampers the comic in certain areas, especially when it comes down to the action, because we don't get the full vibrant action that we would normally get if we had another artist in there, like Ed Benz. I don't know. I'll pick someone random. So the art could have been better. Although the story is progressing nicely, we're getting a lot of new characters thrown at us, and I don't like that. I want to have some familiar characters thrown at us, and, I know Shire is probably going to be gone for a while, but some of the supporting cast from Hawkman beforehand would help older readers get a little bit more integrated in this comic. Because there's some evil corporate businessman that shows up in here, and I know nothing about him. I really don't. And there's a lot of talking in this, maybe a little too much talking, and it's just for the sake of talking. I would have liked there to be talking for the sake of the story rather than the sake of talking. Whether or not you should get it. Well, issue number 2 was okay. Um, it'd be a stretch to say it was better than issue number 1, but I can at least say it's as good as issue number 1. The Savage Hawkman series isn't quite hitting it right on the head of the nail the way I wanted to. Maybe I have a lot of high expectations for this series because I am a big Hawkman fan, but it isn't quite hitting the stride that I wanted to. Maybe that's me being a selfish fan. Is it bad? No, but it's just not the Hawkman I think a lot of us Hawkman fans are used to. And I'm not talking about the actual Hawkman concept that's going on. I actually really like the concept of his armor being able to form on him and the cool weapons he gets. But the art direction and the story direction is kind of different from what I'm used to. Although I do like the enemy it's called, I can't even pronounce. Morphicasus. Morphificus. You know what? I'm gonna just call him Morphe. He's more phenomenal. But yeah, it's kind of a love-hate feeling I have with this comic. I'm gonna say only really Hawkman fans should pick this up. If you're looking for trying something new, go somewhere else because you're not gonna get it here. If you're a Hawkman fan, you're gonna get some moderate enjoyment out of this. It won't really offend you, but you would just kind of be wanting more. That's the best way I can describe how this comic feels. So with that said, I'm gonna end this review here. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.